Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another best of 3 here at the ESL Pro Tour Europe Weekly. It's June 22nd. I'm Nathanias, and on the left side of the map, we have SortOf. Actually, you know, that reminds me, I did forget to set my stream on Team Liquid, so that's one thing. I did not list myself on Team Liquid as casting this. I will try to do that during this game if that's possible. On the right side, we've got Harstem. And as many of you guys know, these tournaments, these brackets, etc., are all played live. And because of that, sometimes we do jump into series halfway through. So SortOf did take the first game against Harstem, and we are now going to try and see what exactly he's going to be able to get up to following this match. We'll see what happens. As my big things, thinking about PvZ on this map, is there going to be shenanigans with the minerals in the back of the main? And we have received an official request to stop having food comparisons. Everybody in chat is getting very hungry because I've talked too much about sandwiches. All right, I do not have my login information for Team Liquid actually saved. So let's see. There's the Nexus on the low ground. I don't have my Team Liquid info saved on my phone, so the only way for me to do it would be to Alt Tab, and then everyone's like, "Nate, we don't want to see your internet browser." No one wants to see my internet browser. I'm just arguing with people about Americans' rights to vote on Twitter. That's how I spend my days, baby. Cybercore on the wall of the natural spawning pool tucked into the back of the main base. And Harstem is going to go with that probe scouting now, as there is a third as well. We've got that 3 hatch set up very quickly. There is, of course, access to the Zerglings, but they're not out just yet, so probe should be able to do a little bit of a scouts. Oh, we're getting into some really weird argument in the chat about whether or not cooking your food qualifies for using the word processed. I think people have a different meaning in their mind of what processed meat is versus cooking a raw steak. I think that people view those two things very differently, even if you could literally define cooking as a process of processing the meat. I'm just throwing that out there. But now we're going to end up talking about food. No, Stargate, almost done for Harstem. I had a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch with some protein chocolate milk this morning. That's what I had. If you really care to know, I actually finished the box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, so we're out of it. And Katie, if you're watching my cast while you're driving to Walmart, you know, I'm just putting that out there. Roach Warren on a relatively low drone count of 24 makes me think we're about to have another one of those Ghostbuster pushes. And I say Ghostbuster because bustin' makes me feel good. And it's going to be a Ravager bust. And he's going to be trying to bust Harstem. I don't think he's just going to use roaches. Like, he could. But in a world where Ravagers exist, why would you ignore them, you know? All right. Guy in the chat says processed meat is considered to be any meat which has been modified in order to improve its taste or extend its shelf life. Well, cooking any meat will definitely make it last another day or two, even if it ends up sucking because of how old it is. So there you go, guys. There you go. So the Adept at the front of the wall does not have any support for Harstem, as his first Oracle's taken some damage. The second one not there quite yet. He does lose the Adept, tries to block it off with a building, but it's not going to be in time. And Rickard Mechanics Bergman seems like he's going to be smacking that ass for this 2-0 against Harstem. I love Harstem. I don't know how he holds this. The safety Void Ray is a good play, but the problem is going to become the Lings. Okay, so the Oracles and the Probes are getting the Lings. He's killing a good amount of Zerglings. There's only 13 drones, so, you know, it's not over until they say it's over, right? Until the caster says it's over. Because as commentators, our egos are so big, everything we say is always right. If he gets the Void Ray out, he can 100% kill the roaches. Woo! That was close. That was close. And now the Void Ray goes into microwave mode. He's going to microwave. Actually, you know what? Well, the worker count is still almost triple for Harstem. So, yeah, no, he just gives up. Interesting. GG. Harstem loses 2-0.